Welcome to our Green Acres. I'm Teresa. Today's video, I'm going to show y'all how we can make some really cute spring decor. We're going to make some stuffed eggs, some bunnies, and some really cute little birds. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you all the ways that we can embellish all these little cute projects after we get them made and how we can style them in our home. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video and you get lots of ideas and inspiration. If you haven't joined my Facebook home decor page, I'd love for you to go over and join it, and also go over and follow me on Pinterest and Instagram. The first project we're going to work on is going to be some cute stuffed bunnies, and I'm going to go over the traceables that I used and also the fabrics. This is some of the fabrics that I used. I got this little bundle pack at Walmart. I think it was less than $7. You can see all the really pretty colors and patterns to me that really represent spring. So it's kind of a soft flannel type fabric, and I'm also going to use some drop cloth in these projects. First of all, I went out and I Googled traceable bunnies, and there's several out there to choose from, different positions, different angles, but I chose this one, and I'm going to show you another variation towards the end of how I changed up its ears. So you just, trace it, get your pattern, and then you want to put it down on your fabric, and of course you're going to double your fabric, and I always pin my pattern onto my fabric so it don't slide around when I'm tracing around it. Now, after you trace it, you don't have to worry about, pin marks, because once we get it cut out and we get it all glued together, we're going to go around and fray the edges so you'll never see that. Now I'm going to show you how I make another one out of using the fabric bundles that I purchased from Walmart, and I'm going to use this pink floral. And the bunnies and the eggs and the little birds I'm showing you in today's video that I'm making, they all represent spring. And if you ever go out and research what these symbols mean, bunnies and birds and eggs, they are just a long-standing fertility symbol for springtime, because birds and bunnies always wait to lay their eggs and give birth to their little kittens. Bunnies are called, baby bunnies are called kittens. Anyway, they give birth when the weather gets warmer, and of course that's springtime. So these are kind of like symbols that all represent spring. So I love making these type things, and I love decorating my home with them all through the spring season. And so I'm just cutting out my little pink bunny, and I'm stuffing it. And here I'm going to show you, this is what I was telling you about the ears. Those ears are kind of a difficult place to get stuffing into. Once you put that glue in there, that really closes up that gap even more. So I had to use a pen, and then I turned over to a pencil. But it was kind of difficult for me to get the stuffing up there like I wanted it. So I went in and I'm going to tweak the ears on my pattern. And I'm going to show you in just a minute how you can do that. And I just free-handed it. And it made it a little bit easier on the other one that I made, because I think I made 3 bunnies for this video. And once I get her all stuffed, then I'm just going to go in through that little opening, and I'm going to secure it with some hot glue, and she's finished. And I'm going to show you some embellishment options for all of these projects towards the end of the video of things that we can do to embellish them. Now here is the bunny pattern after I tweaked it. I went in, and instead of going down and dividing those ears up as much as I did, I just went in and just did a little indentation there at the top, as you can see the difference. And that made it a lot easier with the ears to stuff it. Okay, now let's work on the second project. And the second project is going to be this cute little bird. Now I free-handed this bird, but you can also go out and get traceable birds. I just thought it would be faster for me to freehand one, so I just pulled up one. And I just sketched it out on my paper, and it was super easy, because birds, they don't have a lot of detail. So I did the same thing. I'm using some drop cloth, but I just cut out my pattern, and then I cut it out on my 2 pieces of fabric, and I used some pins. And I'm going to show you a couple of ways I made these birds. The first one that I made, I left my stuffing gap at the tail, because I thought, well, that might be easier for me, because again, we've got a tail here, and it's kind of a skinny section, and it's hard to get stuffing in that area. So this one, I'm going to use some more of that fabric from Walmart out of that bundle, and I'm tracing it out, and I'm cutting out the little bird. And I'm just showing you different options of where you can leave the gap to stuff it, which may be easier. Like I say, in the first one, I left it where I could just stuff out through the tail, and on this one, I'm going to leave the gap at the top. Just a couple of options to show y'all, when you're stuffing it, it just give you more ideas of how it might make it a little bit easier for you. And I used a pen to get in those little areas, like its tail and its little beak. And I think these little birds turned out so cute. I love these. And I'm showing you here little options you can make it some eyes. If you have straight pens that have really pretty decorative heads on them, like these are kind of like pearl. That one was more of an iridescent pink color, and I thought that looked really good with that green. And also I'm going to show you a pearl topped pen that I had. Just a little detail like that, how cute it makes its eyes. Now the third project is going to be eggs. And we all love eggs in the springtime. So I'm just showing you another little fabric out of that little bundle. And then I'm just taking an egg. I think I got this at Dollar General. It was $1. And I just used that for my pattern. But you can use anything for your pattern for your egg and make them as, small or large as you want to. And again, I'm just going to pin my two fabrics together. And you're going to go around the edges with your hot glue. And you're going to want to leave enough of an inseam around the edges so we can go around and fray it and make it look kind of ruffled around the edges. These little eggs were really easy and a lot of fun to make. And there's so many ways that we can embellish them once we get them made. And you can use an assortment and variety of patterns and colors for these. And I think these will go really good together.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
Now I'm going to show you some different ways of how I embellish these. Now I love tea towels, and you can pick up tea towels a lot of times at yard sales and thrift stores, very inexpensive. I purchased 2 of these and I think they were $2 each. But you can also use the fabric, because I'm going to use strips of the fabric to make some bows. And I love that little crocheted edge and that heart. So I'm going to take part of that little crocheted edge, I cut that off, and I'm going to embellish my little egg with it. So I'm just giving you different ideas and options of things that you can make that will make great little embellishments for all the little pieces that we just made. And I'm just using a little bit of hot glue, and I'm just going to secure it a little bit on the sides. Now I took the heart off that little tea towel, and I just went around it and cut it out. And then I'm just going to use some little glue around the edges, and I'm going to make like a little heart pocket on this little rabbit. Now this is just a little crisscross messy bow, and I used different strips of the fabric bundle that I purchased at Walmart, and also some off that little tea towel, and I tied it off with some lace. Now this is another little, it's not a tea towel, I guess it's more of a little doily. And I loved it. And I'm taking one of those hearts that I use a lot from Dollar Tree. I use that for my pattern, and I cut out a little heart shape, and I'm going to make a little heart pattern, a little heart pocket for this little rabbit. Now I'm showing you the rest of that little crocheted edge that was on that tea towel. It was so pretty, so I wanted to use it. So I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to show you a way that we can use it as an embellishment. So just get creative with things you may already have at home, or if you're out thrifting and you see things that are very inexpensive, pick those things up, because you can always use them in our projects.
I watch you as you drive.
If you like this video so far, I hope you'll hit that like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'd love for you to.
You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here for could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I hope y'all enjoyed getting to see all the cute little bunnies and the eggs and little birds for springtime. I know I enjoyed making them. I hope y'all will make some, and if you do, make sure to share them over on my Facebook Home Decor page. And also, if you like this video, don't forget, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And please subscribe if you haven't. And also, if you know someone that would enjoy this video, please share it with your family and friends. I hope y'all all have a great weekend. Remember, I love each and every one of y'all. And God willing, I will see you in my next video on Wednesday.